June 4th, 1974, the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians had a game in Cleveland's Municipal Stadium that will become an iconic moment. It was 10-cent beer night. It was not just a 10-cent beer made it an iconic moment. Cleveland had one earlier in 71. It was a 5-cent beer night. Nothing happened. But 1 week prior to this game, the Indians had a series in Texas that ended in a brawl. And after the game, manager Billy Martin of the Texas Rangers was asked if he would suit up his team in armor the next time they go to Cleveland. And Billy Martin said, no, won't be necessary. They don't have that many fans in Cleveland. Sports Talk Radio in Cleveland picked up on that. And by June 4th, the fans were ready. Beer at those games were normally 65 cents a piece, and the Indians were expecting about 12,000 fans for the game. Well, more than 25,000 showed up for this event, and they showed up prime for problems already. The trouble basically started in the fourth inning and continued through the end of the game, and it all turned out to be somewhat catastrophic for the Indians organization. We're going to roll this game with Apba, basic, and except we're going to add a 10-sided die. Every time 0 comes up on the 10-sided die, one of the actual events can happen on the field that happened on 10-cent beer night in Cleveland. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian, and welcome to iconic moment number 20 in the series, Texas Rangers at the Cleveland Indians. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Leading off for Texas is Cesar Tovar. He is playing center field. Lenny Randall is at second base. Alex Johnson will be playing left field. Jeff Burrows is in right field. Tom Grieve is the DH. Jim Fregosi at first base. Toby Harrah, the shortstop. Leo Cardenas, third base. Jim Sundberg is the catcher. And Fergie Jenkins is on the mound, a grade A pitcher, Y and Z modifier. For the Cleveland Indians, they lead off with Jack Lowenstein. He will be playing third base. Johnny Brohammer will play second base. Leron Lee is in left field. Charlie Spikes in right field. Oscar Gamble is the designated hitter. George Hendrick in center field. Tommy McCraw is at first base. They had a player named Blanco. I don't have a card for him. He played first base, so Tommy McCraw is in there. Blanco only got 48 at-bats in 1974. Dave Duncan is the catcher, 8. And Duffy Lewis is Frank Duffy is the shortstop. Fritz Peterson on the mound for Cleveland, grade D pitcher, Z modifier. So other than what was noted, we are using actual lineups. Cesar Tovar steps into the box. Here's the first pitch of the game. Every time a 10-sided dice 0 turns up, we will roll another 6-sided dice to see what kind of random event comes up for 10-cent beer night. Here is Cesar Tovar. And a 0 pops up in the first roll. All right, here comes the 10-sided die. We roll a 4. We have not had the first pitch, and a lady runs onto the field. She's running toward the on-deck circle of the Cleveland Indians and flashes the crowd. And then now she's running off the field. How about that for a start of today's game? Tovar steps in, 2-2 roll. That's going to be a base hit for Cesar Tovar. That's a tracer over the head of Jack Brohammer at second base. Rangers have their first runner on. That brings up Lynn Randall. There are a lot of characters in this game. Lynn Randall was certainly a character. On the bench was Gaylord Perry. Here's the pitch to Lenny Randall. 2-4 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 down. Alex Johnson. (6-3) fly ball to center field. George Hendrick is under it. He puts it away, and there's 2 outs in the first inning. Cesar Tovar is still at first base. Here is Jeff Burrows. Burrows with a single to left field. Tovar goes the third, and the Rangers have men on the corners. Tom Grieve. (3-5) is a 14. That's going to be a check swing. Did he go around? No. Ball 4. Grieve takes first, and the bases are loaded. That brings up former Angel Jim Fregosi. Can Jim Fregosi put a quarter in the merry-go-round? 45. Pitch is way outside for ball 1. That's going to necessitate another dice roll. That rolls an 8. That takes away the 3-3 roll. Fans are throwing hot dogs at the Ranger base runners. Second delay already here in the top of the first inning. 1 ball, no strikes on Fregosi. Here's the pitch. 13 is ball 2. (56) is a pop-up. Check that. That's a line drive to the second baseman, caught by Jack Brohammer for the third out. And the Texas Rangers leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the first. Cleveland coming to bat, no score. Fergie Jenkins takes the mound for Texas. He was a 2.82 pitcher with 25 wins, 1974, grade A, pitching to John Lowenstein. 25 is a 10. Lowenstein hits a chopper up the middle for a leadoff single for Cleveland. He's a fast runner at first base. Jack Brohammer comes to bat. 51 is a swinging bunt towards second base. Lynn Randall picks up, throws the first too late. Infield single for Brohammer. And Indians have the first 2 men on, first and second, and nobody out. Leron Lee. (14) is a fly ball to left field. High fly to left. Alex Johnson makes the catch. No advance is possible. Texas is defensive column 3. They're one of the lowest rated 3s I can recall. And Apba just had defensive total is 30. And Cleveland is 2 on defense. That brings up Charlie Spikes. A number toward first base picked up by Fregosi. He looks to throw to third. No play there. And steps on the bag. Spikes is retired at 3 unassisted. Base runners advance to third and second. Lowenstein's at third. Brohammer at second. There's 2 outs. Here is Oscar Gamble. Fergie Jenkins is still in a jam. He goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Oscar Gamble. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Charging in hard is Cesar Tovar. He gets there and makes the catch. 3 outs, no runs score. We go to the top of the second, 0-0. Leads off for the Rangers in the top of the second. He was second on the Texas squad with 21 homers. Behind Jeff Burrows is 25. Here's the pitch from Fritz Peterson. 26 is a fly ball to left field. And that is caught by Leron Lee for the first out. Shortstop Leo Cardenas out of Matanzas, Cuba. Here's the pitch to Cardenas. 6-3 as a fly ball to the right side. Charlie Spikes is under it, picks it out of the sky, 2 down. Here is the catcher, Jim Sundberg. 45 is a base on ball. Sundberg throws away the bat, takes first base. Back to the top of the order, and Cesar Tovar, who singled to lead off the game. 54 is a fly ball to right field, and Charlie Spikes puts the squeeze on it. That's the end of the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Center fielder George Hendrick leads off for the Indians. 35 is a 9, and Jenkins' A rating turns that into a strikeout, caught looking, nasty curveball. Here is Tommy McCraw, the first baseman. Popped up behind home plate. Sundberg loses the mask, makes the catch. 2 outs, and Dave Duncan, the Indian catcher, steps into the box. Swings the bat from the right side against the righty Fergie Jenkins. 1-1 roll is a line drive to right field that splits the fielders and runs to the wall. It's going to be a double for Dave Duncan. 2-out double puts him in scoring position. Here's the 9th hitter, Frank Duffy. Hit .233 in 1974. Here's the pitch to Duffy. 26 is a fly out to left field. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the third. No score. Here's Lenny Randall, the leadoff for Texas. Here's the pitch to Randall. 16 is a 28. Never hit to the left side. The shortstop for Cleveland, Frank Duffy, has it. Throws across the diamond. Randall is out. First out. Alex Johnson. Alex Johnson just barely beat out Corey Yastrzemski in the 1970 batting title race while playing with the Angels. In 1970, here is the pitch to Johnson. 1-2 is a 25. 1 hopper to Jack Brohammer. The throw to first. 2 outs. Jeff Burroughs, who led Texas with 25 homers in 1974. 31 is a 9 base hit for Burroughs. Blooped to shallow center field just beyond Duffy's reach. Burroughs is 2 for 2. Average speed at first base. Tom Grieve. 44 is another base hit. Line drive. Ripped past Duffy in the left field, and Burroughs will go to third base with 2 outs. First and third, Texas is threatening again. They had the bases loaded in the first inning but did not score. Here is first baseman Jim Fregosi. RBI single to left field, and Burroughs scores. Grieve goes to third. RBI single for Fregosi, 1-0 Texas. Fergosi's at first. Grieve is at third. There are 2 outs. Toby Hare. Here's a stretch from Fritz Peterson and the pitch. Fregosi takes off the steal second. Fergosi's going for a home. They're going to catch him in a rundown, and Fregosi is going to be tagged out by the catcher, Dave Duncan. That'll end the inning. Texas scores 1. We go to the bottom of the third. Texas 1, and the Indians nothing. Texas trying a first-third steal, double steal, botched it. Jack Lowenstein will lead off the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch from Fergie Jenkins. 5-3 is a 16. Routine fly ball to center field. George Hendrick puts the squeeze on it. 1 out. Here's Jack Brohammer. There's a 0, and we'll re-roll a 10-sided die. That's an 8. Play is going to be delayed once again. Fans are throwing hot dogs on the field at this time at the Rangers' first baseman, Jim Fregosi. We're ready to play again. Here is the pitch to Jack Brohammer. 1-3 is a 14. The pitch from Jenkins is low, ball 4. Brohammer takes first, average speed, 1 out, 1 on. Here is Leron Lee. Leron Lee at 233 with about 5 homers, about half a season of play. Here's the pitch to Lee. 53 is a 17 against fielding column 3. Lee swings and knocks a base hit into right field. It is bobbled by Jeff Burrows. That'll let Brohammer go to third. Lee goes to second on the air by Burrows. Single and E9. Second and third Cleveland. Only 1 down. They've got a chance to get this game tied or take the lead. Here is Charlie Spikes. One, 2 is a 25. Rangers are playing their infield back. 25 is a line drive to first base. Caught by Fregosi. Quick throw to second. Double play. Lee is caught off the base. Inning double play. Score 3 and 3-6. Cleveland does not score in the bottom of the third inning. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Rangers. For the top of the fourth inning, Toby Harrah will lead off for Texas, followed by Leo Cardenas and Jim Sundberg. Fritz Peterson, you probably know, is best known for the 1973 spring training activity where he traded families with Mike Kekich, not just wives, he traded the entire family, wife and kids. And Peterson's union with Suzanne, I think her name was Suzanne Kekich, lasted a lifetime. Not so on the other end. Kekich did not stay with Peterson's wife, but it worked out for Peterson and Kekich. Here's the pitch to Hargrove, or Harrah, who's leading off for Texas, and that roll is a 1-3. That's a base on balls. Toby Harrah is a fast runner at first base with no outs. Leo Cardenas. 51, and that's a 0, so we'll re-roll the 10-sided die. The fourth inning is pretty much, a lot happened in the fourth inning of the actual game. I think they had about 3 stoppages of play. But here's the roll. That's a 0, so a roll of 0 goes back to the play result. 51 against Cardenas is an 8. Base hit for Leo Cardenas. Single to left field. Runner goes to third. Rangers are threatening again. First and third, no outs. Here's the catcher, Jim Sundberg. That's a second column roll for Sundberg. And this will produce a run or runs. 55 is a long drive down the right field line the opposite way. He's going to run for a while. It's a 2-run triple for Jim Sundberg. Rangers take a 3-0 lead. They still have nobody out here in the fourth. Cleveland Indians elect to play the infield in. Cesar Tovar is the hitter, and Jim Sundberg is on third base. Here's a roll. That's a 0 roll. So we'll roll the 10-side die again. Back to the play result. 21 is a 12. Fly ball to medium right field. It's going to be caught by Charlie Spikes. The runner at third. Sundberg tags. He's going to try to score. The throw of the plate. He is out. On the throw for Charlie Spikes. Tag a play by Dave Duncan. Double play on that play. Clears the bases now. And there are 2 outs. Lenny Randall. Three roll. That's a hit, or that's not a hit column. That's a 7. Another base hit for the Rangers here in the 4th. Their 3rd hit plus a walk. Randall's fast at first base. 2 down, and Alex Johnson. .44 is a 7 against a D pitcher. That's going to be a single to center field. The runner on first. Randall will go to third. The throw goes to third. He is safe, and Alex Johnson goes to second on the throw. Second and third, Texas. Jeff Burrows comes up with a chance to break this game open. Rangers lead by 3. Here's the pitch from Peterson. 45 is a ball 4 that will load the bases. And Burrows has been on all 3 times, 2 singles and a walk. Tom Grieve and timeout. Cleveland's going to go to the bullpen and bring in Freddie Ray Bean, a grade D pitcher, Y and Z modifiers. He'll be a grade C pitching to Grieve for 1 batter only. Peterson goes 3 2/3 innings and is responsible for all 3 runners on base. Here's the pitch. 43, 29. All right, that play result has a Y to it, and Bean has a Y strikeout modifier for the 3rd out of the inning. And in that inning, the Rangers scored only twice. They had a bigger opportunity to get a lot more. Texas 3 and Cleveland 0. For the bottom of the 4th inning, it'll be Oscar Gamble, George Hendrick, and Tommy McCraw. Here's the pitch to Oscar Gamble from Fergie Jenkins. 1-1 roll is a 5. Ball hit very high in the left center field, but nobody's going to get to it. It's going to fall in. A bloop double for Oscar Gamble, a hustle double to lead off the Indians' 2nd inning. Here's George Hendrick. One 3 is a 14. That will be a base on balls. First and second, trouble here. With no outs. Tommy McCraw, former Chicago White Sox, steps into the box, swings from the left side. 1-5 is a 10. Slow roller to Fergosi at first base. No play at third. He steps on first. Similar to the play that happened in the first inning, we got second and third for Cleveland now with 1 down. Here is the catcher, Dave Duncan. It's a 0 roll. All right, play is halted again. This time we have a streaker on the field. He's cutting across toward the stands wearing nothing but socks. Police are giving chase. He's over the rail. Policeman is holding 1 sock. He didn't quite get him. And by now, I would say 10 Cent Beer Night has not been a roaring success. This is something that could get out of hand. Pitch to Duncan. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. 2 on. Frank Duffy's the batter. Infield playing back. Hit column roll for Frank Duffy. 55 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 3-run home run by the Indian shortstop ties the game at 3 apiece. Here's John Lowenstein. 2 outs, now the base is clear. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. That takes us to the 5th inning. New ball game, 3-3. All right, Fred Beam returns to the mound pitching for the Tribe. He is a grade DYZ pitcher. Jim Fregosi steps in to the box for Texas. 46 Ground ball to the shortstop. Frank Duffy throws the first. One down. Fregosi is 1 for 3 today. Toby Harrah turn to bat. That's a 0 roll. 3 goes back to the play result. 65 is a pop out to the catcher. 2 outs. Leo Cardenas. '54 is a fly ball to right field. Charlie Spikes makes the play, and 3 up and 3 down for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Texas 3 and Cleveland 3. Jack Brohammer made his debut in April 18th, 1972, and got a base hit in his first at bat. Here's a pitch from Fergie Jenkins in a new ball game, 3-3 tie. 24 is a fly ball to right field, and that's caught by Jeff Burrows. 1 away. Here's Leron Lee. Indians left fielder. 4-6 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Charlie Spikes. .13 is a base on balls. That'll bring to bat Oscar Gamble. Gamble is 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Here's the pitch to Oscar. 45. 2 balls, no strikes. Jenkins has a control modifier. And 6-5 is a 35. Foul out to the catcher, ending the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. 3-3 tie. All right, Freddie Bean is still out there for the Indians. He has no marks against his fatigue. His fatigue is in play. And leading off in the top of the 6th inning for the Rangers is the 9th place hitter, Jim Sundberg. Here's Bean's windup and his pitch. 43 to Sundberg is a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throw to first. 1 out. Sonny is 2 for 3, singled and tripled. Top of the order to Cesar Tovar. .26 is a bouncing ball to second base. The throw got him. 4-3. Close at first base. 2 outs. Lenny Randall. .36 is a 2 balls, no strikes. Z modifier for Bean. That play result had a Z. And 51 is an 8 against AD. That's a base hit. 2 out single for Lynn Randall. Fast runner at first. Here's Alex Johnson. 24. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the end of the top of the 6th. Rangers 3, Indians 3. George Hendrick, Tommy McCraw, and Dave Duncan due to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. The extra die is a 7. 61 is a ground ball to Texas shortstop Toby Harrah. He's up with it, throws the first. 1 down. Tommy McCraw. Patient hitter up there. Here's the pitch to McCraw. 1-1 roll is going to be a hit column roll for Tommy McCraw. And 13's a double. Cleveland threatening to move out in front. Dave Duncan, 8th place hitter. That's a 0 roll. Boy, 1-1. Texas better hope this is another odd event. 0. Back to the play result. Dave Duncan, line drive base hit to left center field. That's going to score McCraw. And Duncan goes to second with a double and an RBI. It is 4-3 Cleveland. That brings up the 9th place hitter, Frank Duffy, who homered, a 3-run homer in the 4th inning, the big blow so far for the Indians. 1-2 is a 25. Line drive to Lenny Randall at second base. He makes the catch, 2 outs, top of the order. And here is John Lowenstein. So if I remember right, I think he went by Jack Lowenstein. 1-5 is an 11. Base hit to left by Jack Lowenstein. Dave Duncan is trying to score. He's, I think, a slow runner, but I forgot to say we're playing it safe. I usually say we're playing it safe, unless I say otherwise, but I didn't say that either. So let's see. Duncan is a slow runner. He's going to be thrown out the plate, thrown out by the left fielder, Alex Johnson, 7-2. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. It is 4-3 Cleveland. All right, so as we go to the top of the 7th, let me make that announcement. We'll be playing it safe with all slow base runners, unless I say otherwise, meaning they can only advance 1 base per hit. And Jeff Burrows, who's been on base all 3 times, leads off for the Rangers in the 7th. They're down by a penny. Here's the pitch. 3-6 is a walk to Jeff Burrows. He has been on base 4 times. 2 walks, 2 singles. Burrows is an average speed runner at first base. Here's Tom Grieve. '21. Hit on the ground to third base. Third baseman Jack Lowenstein throws a second over to first. It's an around the horn. 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs. Jim Fregosi. So far, Bean has 2 marks against his fatigue. He's still out there. Fregosi is 1 for 3. On the day, that's a 1-3. Base on balls, that's tires. Beam, he's already a D pitcher. Fregosi goes the first. He is slow. And Cleveland calls timeout. Dick Bossman will be the new pitcher for the Indians. Grade D pitcher, Z modifier. He will be a grade C pitcher, as both he and the next batter are right-handed. Toby Hara's right-handed. Here's the pitch to Toby Hara. 26. Fly ball to left field. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is still 4-3 Cleveland.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
All right, if you tuned in late and you notice an extra 10-sided die, that's because of the extra 10-cent beer night home rule for odd events that are being employed for this game. Leo Cardenas leads off the bottom, or not Cardenas, let's see. Jack Brohammer leads off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Indians. Here's the pitch from Ferguson Jenkins, who's in now his fatigue inning. 3 bad things happens to him. His grade will go down. 2-2 roll, that's the first bad thing. A base hit for Brohammer. Average speed at first. Leron Lee. That's a 0 roll. That is the extra dice roll. 0, back to the play result. 51 is a 9. Surprise bunt by Leron Lee. The throw to first is going to be late. Base hit for Leon Lee. Infield single, first and second. Cleveland, no outs. Got a 1-run lead. They can extend that. That's 2 marks against Fergie Jenkins. Charlie Spike steps into the box with Lee at first, Brohammer at second. 6-2 is a fly ball to right field. Rangers right fielder Jeff Burrows is under it and makes the catch, 1 down. Oscar Gamble, who I think had the best hair of anyone in the 1970s. The afro. Here's the pitch to Gamble. 45. Pitch is high, ball one. He's got the Z modifier. 6-2 is a fly ball to right field. 2 outs. George Hendrick. It'll be up to Hendrick to see if the Indians can extend their lead. Take advantage of this rally. Here's the pitch to Hendrick. 4-2 is a 40. Ground ball to second base. Lenny Rendell can't find the handle. Bases are loaded for the Indians. 2 outs. And now Tommy McCraw. Of course, the bases the infield is playing back. Pitch to McCraw. 26 is a fly ball to center field. Caught by Cesar Tovar. That's the end of the Indians half of the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Indians load the bases but don't score. It's still 4-3 Cleveland. Bossman returns the mound for Cleveland. He's a grade D pitcher. Z modifier starting pitcher. His fatigue is not going to be up yet. Leo Cardenas leads off for the Rangers. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Flied out the right twice and single and scored. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Caught by George Hendrick. 1 away. Jim Sundberg. Sonny has had a good day. He has singled and tripled. He's 2 for 3. 3-3 roll here for Sundberg. That's another base hit. Average speed of first. Fergie Jenkins. We're using the DH, so he's not batting. Cesar Tovar, the center fielder. '51 is an 8 against Bossman. Line drive past the head of Bossman for a base hit into center field. Sundberg goes to third base. Tovar will be on at first with 1 out. Play result says the batter steals second. I don't make that automatic. I give the catcher a chance to throw out the base stealer. That's Duncan, who is an 8. He will catch Cesar Tovar trying to steal with a throw of 11 through 23. 6-4 is safe. One more higher would have been an errant throw. 65-66 would have been an error on the throw, but it was not. Second and third. There is an 0-2 count on Lenny Randall. Here is the pitch. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Lenny Randall. That could get 2 runs home. 34 is an 11. RBI hit to left field. First and third, just 1 runner scores. The game is tied. And Randall will try to steal second on the next pitch. So he does. Here he goes. 6-5. That is an errant throw. That goes into center field. Randall goes to third, and another run for Texas. Texas 5 and Cleveland 4. Tovar's run is unearned. And with only 1 out, Cleveland will opt to play the infield in for Alex Johnson. Here's a pitch to AJ. 6 on the home rule die. 1-3 is a 40. Fly ball to center field, caught by George Hendrick. No play at the plate, and Randall tags and scores. It is 6-4 Texas. Two outs. 3 Rangers have scored in the inning. Now they have a 2-run lead for Jeff Burroughs. Pitch to the Ranger slugger. That's a 0 roll. Play has stopped. We've got another flasher running across the field. And the fans have kind of totally lost track of this game. And it's a good ball game, 6-4. Another play stoppage here. Next pitch to Burroughs, 35. is a 9. That's a base hit for Jeff Burrows. Timeout Cleveland. We're going to get a new pitcher. Tom Buskey's the new tried pitcher. He is a grade B pitcher, Z modifier. He'll be grade A, pitching to the next Texas batter, Tom Grieve. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, that ends the inning. But the Rangers push across 3 and take a 6-4 lead. All right, for the bottom of the 8th inning, the Rangers will have a new pitcher. That is Steve Folcott, grade A pitcher, YZ modifier. And he is pitching to Dave Duncan, Frank Duffy, and Jack Wallenstein. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Indians are down by 2. Crowd is getting more and more unruly as this game progresses. Here's the pitch to Dave Duncan. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Toby Hara is up with a throws to first, and Duncan is the first out of the last of the 8th. Frank Duffy homered in this game, 1 for 3. 3 RBIs. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. An easy play. 2 outs. Top of the order, and Jack Lowenstein. Three-two is a 26. That's a chopper to second base. So Len Reno makes all the plays. In the 8th inning, we go to the top of the 9th. Texas coming to bat, ahead by 2. Don Buskey returns the pitch to the 9th inning. He'll be facing Jim Fregosi, Toby Hara, and Leo Cardenas for the Rangers. Here's the pitch to Fregosi. 6-3 roll is a fly ball to left field. Alex Johnson picks it out of the sky one way. Toby Hara. 5-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 quick outs. And now here is Leo Cardenas. And that's a 42. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Texas Rangers 6, Cleveland Indians 4. Steve Folcott returns to the mound for the Rangers. He was 8-9, 2.2 ERA with 12 saves in 1974. The 9th inning was the inning where it all broke loose in 10-cent bear night. And the way that happened was a fan, 19-year-old Tim Yurkic, ran onto the field to go try to steal the hat off of the Rangers, I think left fielder. He had been moved to left field in the game, Jeff Burrows. And when he got to Burrows kicked him but fell down. It looked to Billy Martin and the Ranger dugout that the fan had pushed Burrows down. So Billy Martin grabs a bat, tells his players to get a bat. They run on the field to go protect Burrows. And that's when a couple of hundred Cleveland fans jumped the fences and ran onto the field. Cleveland's dugout also grabbed some bats to go try to protect the Rangers players. And there was a general melee on the field. Some players got injured. Nestor Shilak, the home plate umpire, got hit over the head. Fans came running on the field with parts of the chairs and other objects to take place in the fight against the Rangers. Players somehow made their way off the field, got into the locker rooms, and locked the doors. And eventually the Ranger players were escorted to the bus by the Indians players. The game was ruled as a forfeit by the American League and forfeited to the Texas Rangers. It was tied 5-5 in the 9th when play was suspended. Let's see what happens in the bottom of the 9th here. Jack Brohammer steps up to the box. Cleveland's down by 2. Here's the pitch from Steve Folcott. 5-1 is a nasty breaking pitch that strikes out Brohammer, 1 down in the 9th. Leron Lee. That's a 0. 63 is going to be a fly out to right field, depending on this roll. If we roll a 9, You see what we're going to get? It's a 0. It goes back to the play result. 63 as I fly out to right field. 2 outs. Nobody on. Last chance for the Tribe. Charlie Spikes digs in. Here's the pitch to Spikes. 51 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the ball game. A wild one it was. The final score, Texas Rangers 6, the Cleveland Indians 4. We'll be back with the wrap-up. The Rangers vacate the field quickly. The umpires get off the field quickly. Texas had 6 runs on 14 hits. All the Ranger hits were singles except for the triple by Jim Sundberg that drove in 2 runs in the 4th inning. Cleveland had 4 runs and 11 hits, and they committed 1 error. Home run by Frank Duffy, that came in the bottom of the 4th inning. That was a 3-run homer for Frank Duffy, the Cleveland shortstop. Winning pitcher was Steve Folkart, 2 innings pitched, no earned runs. And the losing pitcher was Dick Bosman, 1 inning pitched, and he gave up 3 earned runs. Well, I thought this was a fun game. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you've not already hit the subscription button, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And hit the like button as well. And I always appreciate your comments. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.